So we're starting with you were you're going to tell the story about how you and Eli met and how you guys went through the process of creating rock through the ages. So we want to hear that whole story from the beginning, please.
Okay, so Eli and I just got together, and one night we went back, and he had an old PSR Yamaha keyboard, and we're looking at it, and I said, "You know what, Eli? We can record 8 tracks on this machine. So why don't we play around with it?" And he got the old pamphlet out, and we went through it page by page, blew the dust off it, and eventually we figured out how to use the Yamaha PSR, and we started recording rock tracks, which we wanted to do rock from the 60s through to the 90s with original material, and we called it Rock Through the Ages. At that point, we had no vocalists, no way to do vocals. So we had a friend who was originally from Seattle, who was with a band called Uncle Salty's Cabin. His name is Brett Branham. Great voice. So we gave the tracks to Brett, and he put his vocals on. And then we had a project. From then on, we did R&B through the ages, pop through the ages, and we created a whole catalog of different material.
Yeah, I was just going to add to Jamie as well. As I said, the idea really came, I think, rock of ages, as it's rock going through the ages, from the 60s through the 80s and so forth. And I think that's where we really started out. When I was back then, as Jamie said, in the School of Sound in Tel Aviv. They had their School of Sound there, right there, 3 floors underground.
Underground?
Under the surface. Yeah,
that could come in handy with this Ukraine crisis going on.
Imagine what it's like having music done underground. It's like maybe you feel the vibrations above the ground.
Okay,
but it's actually really cool. The sound they got there was pretty awesome, I have to say.
Oh,
but, yeah.
Okay, great. So we have. Wait, Norman Evans wants to say something. Norm, go.
Well, I know Jamie for about 47 years, and he showed up at my agency in Glasgow, and he wanted to produce we were producing a radio commercial or something, and we had an instant meeting of the minds. But he's a very, very humble guy, and no matter how hard you push him, you don't realize that this man went into a farmhouse with myself and Harvey Friedman and Alan Barnett and a couple of other people, bass player and a drummer, and we produced an album of 16 songs, which brought us together again. But the fact of the matter is, Jamie has a wonderful voice. He was like, when I met him, he had another act with Louis Sergi, and they were like Simon and Garfunkel. They would write their own material. They were an amazing people. There isn't an instrument that Jamie can't play. He was educated in the Royal Academy of Music in Glasgow, and he's been a composer well before he met me, and has continued to compose. And that SoundSuiteMusic actually has over 2,000 original compositions from Jamie, produced with Eli, who's an exemplary sound engineer, and in 22 different genres, and over 350 songs. And now we're just in the process of finishing an incredible album together, which with Don Stevenson of Moby Grape. So there's, I get up every day in life and I say, haven't done my best work yet, and it's all good. And I'm so excited and grateful to the world in general, but to Hugh and Madhu for facilitating this ability for us to have a show like this, where minds like Jamie and Eli can share.
Okay, so we got guys. So we're excited. We want to hear now. We want to hear. We do have a track here, right? It's a video.
We do. It's called
Yes.
Crazy Mixed Up World. It's a song that took me about a year to write, believe it or not. I was in New York, and I was in the guitar center, and I went to the piano department, and I came up with a verse, no words, just a verse and a melody. And then when I got together with Ellie, I just somehow came back one evening to the apartment, switched on the keyboard, and the song was written in 10 minutes.
Jamie,
So
that's when you know you're on the right track, right?
Yeah, I knew it right away. I was trying many different ways of trying to make this sound the way I wanted to hear it. And then all of a sudden, it just happened. It just came out of nowhere. And then I went to Brett and I said, look, can you sing this for me? And we went into a little studio and we did it live. So it's just a piano and a vocal. And we did this track live, and it's called...
It was one in
Tel
Aviv, a little studio.
Yeah, and Ellie did all the visuals. He did the whole clip. And when COVID kicked in, we thought that was a really good opportunity to display what the world is going through, because it's a crazy mixed up world.
Oh, it's sure.
A really good impression of what
Very
happened.
fit for nowadays.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
this song we're gonna it's a video. Is it video, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
good.
I'll put the video together, yeah.
Crazy mixed up world, and that's what we got going on right now. So maybe this song will help people to realize that it's a crazy mixed up world.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fantastic. Well, we're looking forward to this. We're going to play right now, and then we will have, because you can talk about music all day, but there's nothing like experiencing it. So here it is, and we'll come back, keep this conversation going.
It's early in the morning as the city moves away behind the rain. 500,000 sleeping people turn away, afraid to watch me break the chain. Everybody sees me as a rolling stone, and I'll always find my way back home. It's a crazy mixed up world. Oh no, it's a crazy mixed up world. You try to run away, but love will follow like the day must follow night. And you look in every place and every town and every face that shows a light. Everybody sees me as a rolling stone, and I'll always find my way back home. It's a crazy mixed up world. Oh no, it's a crazy mixed up world.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
it's beautiful. I just
We'll go
loved
back on
it. And I love my crazy mixed up world. Great job. I just loved it. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Now
It's one of these moments when you do something live, you got to capture the mood and the emotion at that very moment in time. So if you just get the kind of right feel and the right groove and the right recording, it's a one-off. I mean, I don't think it could ever be done exactly the same way again. Although I could play the same piano and Brett could sing the same vocal, but it has a feeling and it has a vibe. And we just really wanted to keep it with the piano and vocal and add no other instruments to it. And Ellie did a fantastic job with the clip, just showing what's been happening in the world over the last couple of years. And Hence the title, Crazy
Right.
Mixed Up World.
But I just got to say, Ellie, you must have spent a fortune traveling around. You were in Paris, you were in London. I mean, to get that footage, you must have.
Not exactly. I used free stock and Creative Commons, what they call.
Oh, see, you're taking the magic out. You're messing with the magic.
No, I'm sorry.
Next, I'll find out Santa Claus doesn't exist.
But you know that the visual and the song, you're right, Jamie. It just, I was looking at it, I was listening to it, and I felt alive. It was just like in the moment, and I just loved it. Sorry, I'm saying it again, but yes, beautiful.
See,
Thank you.